What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Behind me we have a brand new R7 with 167 kilometers on the odometer. It belongs to a good friend of ours and they have entrusted us with all these goodies behind me. We have an exhaust, we have crash protection, and we have a fender eliminator. I try and find an easier way to do things. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just strip the fairings off this side of the bike, predominantly working on this side of the bike because that's where most of the exhaust is. Try and do it that way without removing any of the fairings from the other side, and we'll see how we go. Let's get into it. Alright, now the fairing is off, we have access to the whole exhaust. Obviously you got the O2 sensor here. Always unplug that first. So we're going to just have to take this panel off here, unplug it. We're going to undo this while it's still bolted up because it might be difficult to undo off the bike. But never ever start undoing this when it's still plugged in. You're going to twist the wires, you're going to potentially break them, pinch them, whatever. Unplug it, pull it out from where it's been routed underneath, and loosen it while it's on the bike. That all help preventing damage. I'm kind of glad that this happened. So, the exhaust gaskets from time to time, when I have done these installs, they fall out. Always make sure you have your gaskets going back on. If the exhaust doesn't come with new ones, if it does, obviously put the new ones in. But if not, make sure that they're in there. Otherwise you will have exhaust leak and you will be doing the job again. Now that we've got ourselves situated, I will always do an exhaust front to back, so from headers back. I also like to leave everything loose, so again I'm starting from the headers back, and I will leave everything loose. And as I said before about the gaskets falling out, one of them has fallen out again. So always double, triple check your gasket is in. For this portion of the exhaust, I've already preemptively bolted the bracket on here. So same thing, we're going to slip it on. We're going to start the bolts, but we're going to leave them loose. Once I get everything nice and situated, I get my springs on, my O2 sensor on. From front to back, we will then tighten everything. Accra Loctite. Everyone has their personal preference. Mine's Acra. Got Acra on my dirt bikes, got Acra on everything. I have lost my trusty spring puller. So I'm going to show you guys what I would do if I don't have a spring puller. Now you see a lot of stuff online about people using screwdrivers and you push it here and you push it there. It's real simple. Get yourself a nice piece of string. Loop her on. It's that easy, guys. Don't worry about your TikTok hacks and this and that. All you need is a piece of string. Done. Easy as that. Now I'm just going to go through and tighten it up front to back, as I've been saying. Always good to start at the headers because that's where you need the best seal. The muffler should essentially seal itself. It's a slip joint, slip fit. And once that's all done, situated, I will be putting the O2 sensor back in. And we'll put this side of the bike back together. This is why the Acra stuff's great, because throughout my apprenticeship I was always taught to put some sort of anti-seize on these, and they give you the anti-seize to put on. So just a little bit, because these will seize up. Obviously they see a lot of heat being in the exhaust, a lot of heat cycles. So if you ever want to get this out again, it's a good idea to put some anti-seize on. The other thing with these as well, because it is a thermistor, you don't want to over tighten it because you will damage the sensor. So I always, tighten it up, give it a little nip, and that's it. We're good to go. Now, because the O2 sensor does sit a little further back, we're going to have way too much cable. So I am going to hide a lot of it in behind this panel here, which is kind of what that panel's meant for anyway. But we will tuck it in nicely through some of the OE routing. And then I think I'm just going to loop it and tuck it in behind there. If you ever install a brand new exhaust, your fingerprints and the oils that come on it to protect it from rust and stuff during shipping, if you don't wipe it down, those fingerprints will be there forever. It'll stay in the exhaust, so make sure you wipe it down before it gets hot. Normally, I don't talk things like this very often, but we'll do it. We'll do it for the sake of customer satisfaction. Now, I'm not sure what the factory calls for, because again, I would just Loctite these and crank them. Oggy has said 70 foot-pound, or 70 Newton meters, sorry, so that's what we've cranked them down to. On to the next. There is some instructions here. If you need instructions on how to install this, you should not be installing it. So I wouldn't want to bore you with the stripping of the fairings and stuff, but we've stripped all this back off. It's very tedious, lots of clips and bolts to take out, but essentially the two back wing panels cover these. I'll just pop out 2 bolts on this side, 2 bolts on the other side, unplug the indicators and the number plate light. We'll transfer all the lights onto the new one. It has a number plate light there, so we won't be transferring that, but we'll transfer the blinkers onto the new one and we will bolt it all up. I'm just going to bolt the main bracket up. Always double check everything. In the wise words of one Mr. John Donald, thug it out. Now, the other thing with these as well, when you're installing them, obviously we're bringing this plate holder way closer to the frame, so you are going to have a lot of excess. Personally for me, if I have time, I would cut these wires and shorten them and solder it, do it all nice and properly. But on the other hand, especially on the R7, there is heaps of room to tuck this all up nicely. Then in the future, I mean, I don't think anyone would ever want to go back to the standard one, but in the future, that is an option. So we're going to do it this way. But again, you know, you can always like to make things tidy. You don't want to leave a mess. I will have to cut this plug. So that's for the number plate light. I'm going to have to cut that and solder this one in, but that's easy. That will take less than a minute to do. Of course, as always, we rewire to the factory plug. We do it the right way. So we've got the genuine quick shifter. We're gonna fit this one up. They're super easy to program. Yamaha have made it like easy as for you to do. This will be like a 15-minute install. And then she should be here soon, so we'll get her reaction and we'll see what she thinks of the bike. Quick shifter all done and installed, adjusted. Yamaha, again, Yamaha do it the best. They give you a bracket to hide the cable and everything. There's a plug already up in here. You literally just plug it in, bolt this all up, get it adjusted, and it's pretty easy to program it in. QS light, it's recognized the quick shifter, so we're good to go. We're here with the owner. We're gonna listen to it for the first time and we'll see how she sounds. It is, what, 9:15 at night, so we don't want to run it for too long and piss off the neighbours. But yeah, we'll give her a crank, see how she goes.
Oh, I'm actually so scared. Ready?
That doesn't sound like arse. I think we'll leave it there because I think I woke up 5 kilometre radius around me. But that sounds heaps better than it did before.
Yeah.
Don't take your baffles out, kids.
It's illegal.
Thanks for tuning in to another one of our videos. If you haven't already, smash that like button. If you have any questions about anything I did in today's video, put it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.